Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you a shoutcast here from Incineration Zone. It is going to be a red versus blue matchup. We have YMD spawning as the red Protoss player. Meanwhile, I am spawning as the blue Terran player here on Incineration Zone. Now off the start, we are going to see YMD now moving out with a very early probe scout. Now, recently, I do not believe this is one of my placement matches, but this indicates some sort of cheese opening or some sort of cheese play. So now probe coming in, Pepe the probe trying to figure out what exactly the strategy is, gonna come into my base and already see that there is in fact a barracks being laid down. So I was going for an 8 barracks. He comes in, drops in a Vespene geyser, and that's a waste of about 75 minerals. So already YMD is going to be very much hurting in terms of his economy. His economy has 9 harvesters to my 8. However, because he did delay that first pylon, that pylon is going to be end up sticking at or being stuck as supply wise for quite some time. Excuse me for one moment. Alright, so now we see that the pylon is already in position, and now we see YMD coming in with an additional pylon in my base. So this is going to be a definite cheese sort of matchup. Over here, down by this barracks, I'm going to be adding on a tech lab as soon as I get the right amount of minerals, and then trying to start producing reapers. YMD does not really see the tech lab yet. He does have some sight into my base, so very nicely done. I'm going to come over, move in with the supply depot, and the supply depot comes in, and I now spot that there is this pylon here. So I'm going to move over 2 of these probes, and at first I really wanted to try to take down the 2 of my SCVs. I wanted to really take down that probe, but I'm not sure if I would be able to catch up to it if he started to run away. So now I'm just attempting to take down this pylon, expecting some sort of gateway warp in to start trying to do some sort of proxy gateway. I do already have my Reaper though, so I wasn't too concerned until he dropped a cannon down here. And as soon as I saw that cannon, I was a little bit more concerned. I was not 100% sure what exactly I wanted to do, and now YMD moving up with this probe onto this high ground, gonna warp in an additional cannon. And I realized that this is really going to be bad news for me, so I'm going to come in with this Reaper now coming off to the to this position. I want to take down the probe, but we're not going to be able to, and now I just need to take down this pylon. If I can take down this pylon, then this particular cannon will not be operational or functional. In addition to that, I am now attempting to take down this photon cannon as well. Photon cannon, as it's being warped in, really shouldn't have any issue. Now trying to take down this photon cannon here as well, as that photon cannon warps in. Now being completed, not much to really say there. Able to take down that single probe. And now moving in a photon cannon, able to take down one of my Reapers. But because he does not have sight onto this high ground, the Reaper is able to shoot and take down that final cannon there. I wanted to try to get within position to take down this pylon, but not very safe, or the range of the Reaper is only 4.5, so unable to shoot from the high ground. I will, however, be able to push on this pylon and take down this pylon here, producing an additional Reaper and training up a third Reaper as well. So currently in production, we have the income. I am currently sitting on 14 harvesters. Even though I opened up with a Reaper harassment, my economy is significantly better than YMD's. YMD now trying to play for, or push for, a little bit more of a standard play now, trying to get some additional probes, trying to get a gateway and an assimilator. It will be hurting for quite some time, as his cheese harassment did not work. Income these Reapers. I want to try to use these Reapers and try to prevent YMD from really harvesting from these 2 mineral patches. I realize though that it's not going to work out that well, as there are now 3 cannons in his base, and these 3 cannons will be able to cover up much of his base, so his probes can essentially mine in peace. Back over here, Reaper's now gonna move in to try to take down this assimilator. This assimilator blocking one of my Vespene geysers has 900 hit points and 1 armor, so it's going to take these 3 Reapers quite some time to finally take it down. So as soon as that assimilator is down, I'll be able to drop down another assimilator and continue to build up even further. So those 3 Reapers now moving on out. Also getting some Marauders so I can start moving in through this back door. I want to be able to use this Marauder, take down these destructible rocks, and then move over here to take down these destructible rocks as well. Reapers now moving on out. I do see there is now a cybernetics core being warped in. So that cybernetics core, as it's being warped in, photon cannon getting a quick hit on one of my Reapers as well. But these Reapers are now going to be able to come in here, as this side of YMD's base is not nearly as protected. So I want to try to take down as many of these units as I can. YMD now continuing to try to mine, but this is just really bad. The smart mining causes these two mineral patches to try to be mined out from it, and that really is going to be an issue for YMD, as YMD is now down to 12 harvesters, lost one of those assimilators, and still losing more and more workers as he's trying to mine out these positions over here. I will be able to take down this one single pylon here with this Reaper, and as I'm able to, it will stop the power to one of these photon cannons. However, a Stalker now being warped in as well. So once that Stalker gets warped in, we'll be able to focus down or force these Reapers to just run on home. One of the Stalker able to get off another kill on another one of those Reapers. However, Marauders now making their way, going to try to take down these destructible rocks as I'm training up a siege tank, and we'll be researching siege tech in just a moment as well. So these siege tanks going to be pushing on through the back door of YMD. I have 3 supply depots on this front door as well, making sure that no Zealots are able to do any sort of run by, no Stalkers are really able to push there. Army-wise, he's sitting on one Stalker against my 5 Marauders, 1 Siege Tank, and 1 Reaper as well. So these destructible rocks will fall very quickly to the Reaper and the Marauder army over here. Siege Tank now being researched, as a Stalker now trying to push its way through this front door, just doing a couple quick hits against that supply depot. Marauder now going to be trained up to move off here and perhaps try to take down that Stalker. Stalker with those concussive shells now slowly walking away. However, this back door now has been taken down, so these siege tanks and these Marauders will be able to push on in through this back door and just continue the harassment, continue the pressure. The Stalker, his army, he still only has a single Stalker at this whole entire time, trying to rely on static defense to really hold off any sort of attack. Robotics facility now coming in as well, to most likely to try to get an Immortal, but that's not really going to work out for him. Single Stalker quickly getting taken down as well. Siege Tank now sieging up. Siege Tank, and we'll be able to finish off these 2 cannons here, and that was GG. I'm still trying to find higher level replays. I haven't found anything from the most recent patch. The patch number I believe is 13, but in the details it's really patch 16, so I don't know how I want to describe it. I hope you guys enjoyed this game though. I've been facing a lot of cheese lately, so I'm going to try to show you as many cheese games as I can, as that's probably going to be the majority of the games once the game releases on July 27th. A lot of players just trying to cheese to win, so I want you guys to not lose the cheese. I want you guys to have that experience, to have played it, or essentially almost played in the beta, and figure out how to deal with that. So try to use your cliffs very, very well, using that Reaper from that high ground, shooting onto that low ground, and keeping track of scouting probes that are in your base, as scouting probes tend to like to drop proxy pylons, and those proxy pylons are fairly difficult to deal with if gateways are involved. I'm going to have one or two more games to cast for you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy it.